Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. Today is a Tuesday, and for me, weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, whatever, Wednesday, not particularly Thursdays, are kind of like my weekend days, because I do my work at the weekends, and obviously we have Macy over and all that stuff at the weekend, so it's all very hectic over those times. Tracy goes to work in the week, and I'm here on my own a lot of the time, but I can't sit still. It's like T-Bone went to work this morning. She said, "What are you going to do today?" And I was like, "Do you know what? I haven't even thought about it." And I thought, well, I could literally have the day off, because it is kind of like my day off. But I'm not the kind of person that can do that. I can't just sit there and watch TV for very long anyway. So I look around the van and there's like, that needs doing, that needs doing, that needs doing, that needs doing. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Bada boom. I've got my roller out, I've got my filler out, got some paint brushes out, got my paint out, got my duck board out, which I've just cleaned, and I'm gonna spruce this up in here. I noticed there was a water dripping outside the last shower we had. Just on above that is a wheel there, wheel arch it just over there, and there was water dripping down. I don't know whether it's because this is broken before and water's getting out of there, or if it's around the plug. Sometimes this seal goes here, so I'm going to reseal all that, repaint all that. It wasn't a lot of water, but just spruce it up. It's my beard dye that makes it go like that, unfortunately. I could bleach it off though, but it's just easier just to give it another coat of paint, and it's another seal. And obviously where I've put on my worktop extension, which is awesome, I had to take off the net that was there because it wouldn't lift up, so there's holes, so I'm going to fill those holes in, paint that, and fill these holes in down here, which need doing because I've replaced all of that, and paint that, and then generally go round and see if there's any touch-ups. I might paint this door. Actually, he's looking a bit tired. I think I've missed it last time. And this back wall here I didn't do last time, and there's some scuffs on there we can get rid of. Just general tidy up, because I like to keep it fresh and clean, you know, when you're staring at it all day. It gets on my nerves. The other thing as well is the windows, because I've got this great view, look, awesome view, looking out over the downs. We've got the motorway in the background, but this window, it gets all scratched and it's dirty anyway. It needs a clean. The whole van outside needs a clean, but that's a whole different thing. And it needs repainting outside as well, which we will do soon now the weather's getting better. But the windows do get scratched from bushes and stuff when you go past, you go down tight roads and things. Unfortunately, they do get scratched, as well as taking out my side lights, which keeps happening. Because I don't know why, but the council don't seem to want to cut the bushes back. And anyway, my fault for going down country roads, I suppose. But sometimes you have to get to the nice spots, don't you? So I'm going to show you what I do with that. I'm going to clean them up, and I'm going to show you what I use on that. This window, probably the original window. And when we bought the van, it's still got some sticky on it. The guy had sellotaped it together. It's took a whack. You can see there's some cracks here. I want to get that sticker off as well, but you can't do much about that without replacing the window. And I've noticed it's starting to come away there, so I could probably do with gluing that back. I did take the sellotape off when I first renovated the van and glued all that, and it's held. Just used some super glue, but it's kind of cracked and gone there, so I'm going to glue that back as well, and then give that a good spruce. I've done my daily check with the bobble vans, had the seat up because that's where I keep my paint, and bobble vans thingy my jingies under there. It's all good at the moment, so don't panic. Power wise, we're doing quite poor today. It's quite cloudy, getting about 40 watts in at the moment, but it is only about 7:30 in the morning. What time is it? It's 7:45 in the morning, so I'm being a bit optimistic anyway. It will get better as the day goes on, but we've noticed that the 300 watt panels a lot of the time outperform the 400 watt panel, and I think that's because the 400 watt panel is flat at the back of the van. The 300 watt panels are separate 100 watt panels linked together, and two of them are on the front of the van, and they angle down like that because of the overcab bed angles down, overcab bit angles down, and I think they just catch the sun a bit better. So that's something to consider if you're doing solar. We were considering getting like tilty brackets, which you can buy. Renergy sell them, I think, or we was going to fabricate something where you could actually get out there and tilt the panel towards the sun a bit. or if you want to be really posh, you could put a sensor on where it would automatically follow the sun. But yeah, maybe something that we can consider just to get more out of it. The first job, knock a bit of filler up. We don't need a lot because it's only a few screw holes. Don't look T-bone. And I'm using a bread knife, butter knife, whatever you want to call it. Right. So basically, this is wood filler, Ronseal wood filler, 2-part. It goes off really quick, rock hard. Don't know how much we're going to need. Probably that'll do. There's only a few screw holes. I reckon that might even be too much anyway. So we'll just mix that up, stick that on there. A little bit of hardener. They say golf ball size filler to a pea size hardener, if you can work the ratio out of that. Like I said, I was a decorator for years. Swear by this stuff, it's absolutely brilliant. You can use it on just about anything really. It's a little bit like car filler. You can use car filler as well, but this does sound a bit easier than car filler. Stick them on the holes, mate. Now these here, I can't fill because this isn't a painted side. This is a kitchen unit, so it's like a, you know, it's got that finish on it. So what I might do is put some caps on there. That's where the old hooks were, because we had hooks all along here. But now we put the extension piece on, which is amazing. It just looks a bit gnarly. I'll put some screws in there for now, just to fill the holes up, but it looks naff. I could paint the screws, I suppose, which would hide them a bit, but I reckon if I just put some caps on them, then maybe it'll just look like it's part of it or something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of this Fixal Crystal Clear to seal any bits in the shower tray that I suspect is leaking. One, because it's flexible, so it will move with the shower tray, and two, you can paint over it so you won't see it. I'll do a neat job of it so you won't be able to even tell. This is the stuff I used to seal my solar panel onto the roof. I used a black one to stick them down, and then when I had a leak, because I did have a leak, I went over it all with this stuff and it hasn't leaked. It's really good stuff. It says bonding, sealing, waterproofing, all materials, blah blah blah. Highly recommend it. £6 in B&Q for a tube. Little Boris has decided to come and give me a hand. Can you just let me know when that's dry, mate? So I've put some around the plug hole, because that does crack there sometimes, so that'll seal that up, and round the alternate plug hole, which I might actually add at some point, because it's a good idea. When the van's at different angles, the water will run out that one, but it's a weak point in the shower tray, so it might be a good idea to actually put a plug hole in there. And I've just done a little bit round there, a little bit along there, just where it's cracked. Everywhere else is pretty good, so I'll paint it all, and that should do it. Now, right, mate. Ooh, freak people out. It won't focus on you. So that'll take about an hour to dry off, so we'll let that go. Also, I've got to do something for my other channels. I have another channel, you know, I have a guitar channel, music channel, and I've been sponsored by a band called Aeroband, and they sent me a guitar recently, which I reviewed. You can see that on there if you want to. And they also sent me Aeroband drum kit, which I had the Pro 2 recently, about a year ago, and I did a review of that, and now they've sent me the new one, which I haven't even tried yet, which is supposed to be better. But on top of that, they sent me 2 more of the old one, the Pro 2 Plus, is it? No, the Pocket Drum 2 Plus. And I've already got another one, which I had anyway, so I don't know what to do with those. So I might sell those, I don't know. If anybody's interested, let me know. I'll let you have them cheap. They're brand new. Boris has been evicted. He was crawling around in the paint, as you would. Awesome. Now the sun's decided to poke its head out the clouds. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. We're getting 240 watts in the solar now, which is awesome. I can't wait for the summer. We're just going to be full all the time. Really do need to get our bigger battery though. Anyway, so I'm going to do the window. So I don't know if you can see, but there is scratches and all sorts all down it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some glass cleaner. I'm going to clean it all up, get all the grime off, give it a wash, and then I'm just going to simply use some T-Cut This is a grey T-cut because it's actually was bought for my car, which is grey. But this brings up these plastic windows. Brilliant. So I'll just quickly clean the inside first. Obviously most of the scratch is going to be on the outside. I'll just use the glass cleaner on it. Window licker marks off, because you know that Macy likes to lick the windows. Sometimes T-bone too. Scratch there, that's on the inside. It's already made a difference doing that. Right, I'm just going to go outside. You may see me, you may not. The outside done. It's a massive difference already. We're just going to do the inside because there is some scratches on the inside too. And hey, voila, I've got a better view now. I mean, it won't get rid of all the scratches. Deep ones, it won't do it, but the light scuffs and stuff, it will. And it will get off any insects that are embedded on their tar, all that stuff. And I only did that quickly. That was only like 15 minutes. So the more time you spend on it, obviously the better it will get. That's my top tip for you. Solar was up to 450 watts a minute ago. So that ain't too shabby. Ah, that's better. All done. Clean and tidy. Jubbly jubbly. Duckboard's painted. Tray's painted and drying. Can give that another coat tomorrow, let that dry off. Lovely. So, it's only 5 to 1 and I've done all of that. Done all that painting, repairs. I've even done some guitar practice for about 45 minutes, edited video. I've done exercises, I've eaten. Brilliant, isn't it? Got so much done. Love it. Love getting stuff done. Right, gonna love you and leave you there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. God bless you. See you in the next one.
We'll ride these roads forever. Side by side we'll chase the sweetest moments whispered in our little space. With laughter and loving every turn we take. This thing called amazing race, no chance we'll break.